And welcome back, guys, to Minecraft Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. Uh, when we last left off, we were running into a bit of a problem because we couldn't make tools out of cobble and things of that nature. So we made these ex nihilo hammers that we were able to break the stone into the little stone balls, which we then turned into cobblestone. And then we used those to break down the cobblestone, and we made some gravel. So the way that this works, let me show this off real quick here, is so I take 3 of these cobblestone that we've made, and I bust them down to gravel. And I was having trouble getting flint out of the gravel, and then I found a recipe for flint, where if you put 3 gravel into your crafting grid, you get a flint back. And then you can use the flint to either make tools or repair your tools or whatever you need to do. So that's how we've got our tools. I actually used wood for the handles and the combiners, and then flint for all the tool heads. So pickaxe, shovel, hatchet, and mattocks. I have not yet made a sword, although that should be the next thing I think we're going to focus on. So let's go ahead and make a sword real quick. And I do need to just nerd pull and do an entire stack of these, but it is nighttime outside right now, and I have not yet made a bed. So we're going to hold off on that for just a second. Alright, I'm going to need that, and I'm going to need that, so we're going to need 2 of these. Oops. Let's make some wood first. Okay, so we get 2 of these that we're going to make our sword patterns out of. And I like to just make the regular sword. I don't like anything fancy with the broadsword or the rapier or any of that fun stuff. I'm going to have to make some more flint. Ooh, we can't use flint for sword? That's disheartening. Or is it more than 1 flint? Maybe it's more than 1 flint. No. Okay, so, and we probably still can't make the... It can only be used to make casts, cannot be used to make a tool. So, if I do sword blade, what can we use to make sword blades? Bloodwood, darkwood, fusewood, ghostwood, nether quartz, pokeberry. We can use Certus quartz. Now that could be interesting. Excuse me. Certus quartz can make a pretty good blade. And it's something that we will eventually get quite a bit of, so I wouldn't be concerned so much with repairs. Peridot is 410, which is even better than a Certus quartz. Peridot might be an option. Ruby would be even better. Ooh. Awakened Draconium. That is pretty awesome. Alright. So most of these are all 1.5 hearts. Endurium's 8 hearts. That would be nice. So, yeah, we're going to have to do some looking to see what we actually want to use. Ooh, we can do paper. Paper is only going to give us 0.5 hearts, though. We can do slime, which is 0.5 hearts. But it also gives us the slimy modifier, which I believe means it auto-repairs. Cactus is one. Ooh, cactus would be a pretty good one, but durability sucks on that. Oh, wait, flint. Why you no work, then? Do I not have enough flint? So, stone, thaumium, bloodwood, darkwood, fusewood, nether quartz, service quartz. Yeah, I don't see flint on there, so that means we actually can't use flint. It's been disabled. Okay, so I'm thinking probably our first one that we're going to use is going to be the Certus quartz. Because Certus quartz we can get pretty regularly. Not only is it mineable, but where's my Certus quartz? That's pure. I don't want pure. There's the ore. Yeah, we can. So Certus quartz ore can be mined around Y45, and it gives us the Certus quartz. Here, which we can get also from Ex Nihilo by running sand through a sieve. So I think that's actually going to be our first materials. We're going to use the Certus quartz because that made a pretty decent blade. 1.5 hearts and 159 durability. For a first sword, that's actually not too bad. So I think that's where we're going to start. But we're going to have to do some mining first. And we are at daytime now. So I do want to go and get a few things. So the first thing I want to do is we want to get some string. So I want to try to find some cotton plants. And we'll also knock down some more of these trees along the way. I don't like having a lot of trees directly outside my house. Way too many ways for mobs to kind of hide inside of them and things like that. So we are going to clean it, try to keep the trees a little bit further away from the house than this. The other thing I do want to do, and I'm going to do this off camera, I'm not going to worry about it on camera, is this little hill right here in front of our house, I am going to completely demolish and flatten and turn into big giant farmland. Because I do plan on doing agricraft. We want to have a lot of farmland for agricraft. So this entire area in front of our base here is all going to get leveled. It is a pretty big area. It's probably going to take me quite a bit of time off camera. And we're going to fill it in at least to ground level, this little cave here. And then possibly even make a little ladder to get down there so that we can explore that a little bit. But that's what I plan on doing off camera. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me do a bunch of terraforming. But I don't want you to come back one episode and see that the entire mountain's gone and everybody freak out going, where did it go? That is definitely a plan. This mountain, or at least a big chunk of that mountain, will be leveled. I haven't quite decided how many blocks I'm going to take it out yet. There is a sheep. And I did mine some copper that was in the cave. So we should be able to use that to make some shears so we don't have to kill the sheep. We can just shear the sheep. Ooh, there are some more big trees right there above our door. We need to get rid of all of those trees. That is just waiting for mobs to spawn and hide and drop down on our heads, which I don't like that. Okay, so here's our copper we made. Let's make some shears. And I believe we can actually turn that wool into string using something. Macerator, which we don't have yet. Alchemic chemistry set we don't have yet. Runic altar we're not doing yet. Mana infuse we're not doing yet. Pulverizer we don't have yet. Sag mill we're not going to have for a while. I thought there was a tool we can use to make string. So string, let's see, what's the quickest, easiest way to get string? Would be cotton if we can get some, flax if we can get some flax seed. Here we go, a wool gin. And a wool gin requires an iron coil and 6 sticks. An iron coil is a piece of iron and a draw plate. No, we're not going to make that anytime soon. So, we can do the silk wisp, which is forestry bees, which we don't have yet. Cotton, industrial hemp. So, yeah, I think the cotton plants or the hemp plants are going to be our saving grace for this one. So we're going to have to knock out a bunch of grass, knock out a bunch of plants that we see along the way. Alright, let's grab some wool though, because we do want to make a bed. Quicker we have a bed, quicker we don't have to worry about nighttime any longer. There's only one sheep. There should be more. I hear them. Problem with jungles is sheep often end up in tops of trees. Oh, there we go. I see him. And a little gravel pit over there, that will come in handy. Grab some more wool, that should be plenty to make a bed. Next thing we want to do is start punching some of this grass and see if we can get some hemp seeds or... Let's water our jug. We do have some pigs. I haven't seen any cows yet. That is... Ooh, cotton seeds. There we go. That's... So we got one. Can we get a number 2? Artichokes. That is barley, which is okay. We can use barley, I believe, to make bread. Seeds we can use to make bread. More barley. And it's almost nighttime again already. Wow. Okay, yeah, we're going to go back to base, make a bed, as soon as I find our way back to base. Should be over here somewhere. Or did I end up on the other side of the river? I think I ended up on the other side of the river. I think we're actually over this way. I do see some sugar cane that we want to grab though. We'll plant that closer to base, which should be this way. Hopefully nothing goes boom while we're traveling here. Oh, stuck on something. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, we got a skelly. There's that first sheep that we sheared. So we're on the right path. And some more skellies. Yep, okay, so there's our house. We just have to get past the skelly to get there. Ouch. Okay, let's make us a bed before we do anything else. And let's turn it into daytime. Okay, so we got our house, we've got... Can we make a hatchet? Oh, we got a mattock. Never mind. We're good. So we just want to... We'll just throw it down here for now. And we'll take our cotton seeds and our barley seeds and... Ooh, is that a carrot seed? That was a carrot seed. I'll swap all this out for agricraft sticks and stuff later. For now, I just want to kind of get things planted and started. And once I start doing the agricraft, I'm going to actually have that where this mountain is. Okay. Another carrot. That's good, good, good. I like carrots. Carrots are good. We've got a potato. Potatoes are good. We've got seeds. Seeds are also good. And we're going to do something like that. Really want to do the ex nihilo sieve and get that going. Once we have a sieve, we can start getting a lot more materials really quick. But first, this is at least going to get us some food and hopefully a little bit of cotton out of all this stuff we're planting. The fact we only got one cotton seed though is kind of... Ooh, we got industrial hemp. We can use that. So hemp is good. Throw our hemp there. We'll throw potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. Let's... Oops. I hear him. I don't see him. I know I heard a skelly. We do have some ocelots roaming around here, so we can get some pet kitties later. I think we'll do some fishing off camera, see if we can get some fish to feed to the cats. It's another barley, more seeds. Industrial hemp. Industrial hemp is good because we can put 3 pieces of industrial hemp together to make our string. So that is a grass garden. Grass garden gives us rye. Ooh, we can get rye seeds. Okay. We've got... get rid of stick for now. Yeah, I know sticks are expensive, but we've got barley, we've got rye, barley seeds. Let's go ahead and get... That's a different type of barley seed. Yeah, we'll get rid of the stone. So get rid of the stone. Okay. More industrial hemp. There we go. There's 3 pieces of industrial hemp. So they can grow them 3 at a time. Every time they mature, that's 1 piece of string. That will get us a little bit further into what we needed. So throw you there. Okay. Okay, that'll work out good. And we'll actually want to be able to step down without destroying our garden. So it's not the greatest garden ever, I admit, but it is a good start. It'll get us what we need. So I do want to chop down some of these trees. Lots and lots of wood. Wood is going to be extremely important in the beginning parts of this game. At least till we can automate some tree farms, or at least get a lumber axe and cut down a lot of wood quickly. Ooh, rubber tree. I need to go empty this inventory. There we go. Yeah. Especially if we're going to find things like rubber trees and stuff like that, because rubber we're going to want. Rubber we need for a lot of the industrial craft. And I think that was one of the is that one of the IC2 rubbers? No, that's an MFR. Why didn't I not get any actual rubber out of that? So for those of you that don't know, there's a couple different types of rubber tree. There's the rubber trees that you have to cut down to get the rubber, and then there's the rubber trees that you have to use the taps to get the rubber out. I thought that was one of the ones that we had to cut down, but apparently I might have been wrong. That's okay if I can get a sapling. I did. So we've got one sapling out of that. We'll replant that later and see if we can get some rubber out of it. Plus, if there's one rubber tree in this area, there's usually more. Okay, how do we want to do this? Let's go this way. And we should be able to do this. Still not tall enough. Big trees are great once you have a lumber axe, but trying to cut them down before then is a royal pain in the rear. How tall is this tree? Okay, so that should have gotten us to the top. Let's get all the branches now. Another branch, another branch. That's a whole nother tree. Okay, I think we're good on this tree. Let's run around and pick up all of our logs. I don't want to lose any logs in the beginning. The logs are way too expensive on expert mode. Gotta keep them all. And I notice I'm picking up quite a bit of apples. Oh, only one apple. I did make a juicer so we can turn all of our apples into juice so that they last longer and give us more help or more replenishment for each one that we use. Also, I'm going to be making an apple tree here very soon, and now that we got one of these apples, that's good. Notice that it says Apple 260. There's also apples that you start off with on expert mode that say Apple 260:16. The :16 ones do not let you make a apple tree. So you have to use those ones up before you start picking up any apples. Otherwise, any apples you pick up will also become the 216 variety. Ooh, there we go. Got our hatchet upgraded. It's now up to mining speed 4. We added, it added fortune. I like fortune. We can live with fortune. We also need to go sleep. Before the baddies come out. And let's repair our shovel. Oh yeah, there's flint. Oh, I did grab some raw rubber. Okay, I can... Although, if we got that type of raw rubber... that's okay. That'll work. How are we doing on food? Ooh, we got some carrots already. That wasn't what I wanted to do. So this is mature. Oh, because it's not a agricraft, I can't just pick it, right click to pick it up. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need to do some agricraft here soon. Because that will drive me nuts. Let's climb. Okay, so how big is this mountain here? I think this is about the top of it. Yeah, so this is about the top of it here. We've got a lot of trees we can cut down. Ooh, there's some more logs over there we didn't pick up. Okay. I also have to start looking at doing some storage here in the near future, and I know applied energistics is extremely endgame on expert mode, so we're not even going to think down that path yet. But I was thinking either Java barrels or caches. Java barrels take up quite a bit of wood, so they're kind of expensive wood-wise in the beginning. However, that's all. The only material that's needed is wood, so that's kind of a bonus there for them. We also have the caches, which require 4 pieces of tin for each one. So once we start getting some tin, it's 4 pieces of tin and a log, so it's actually fairly cheap to make those as long as we can mass produce some tin. So I think that's the direction I'm going to go once we start getting some tin built up, which again takes me back to once I have a sieve and or start mining, we can start getting that type of stuff pretty quick. So I think I'm actually going to end this episode here, and while I'm off camera, I'm going to start flattening all of these, or cutting down more of these trees, getting all the trees cut down and start flattening this hill, so we can have some area to start doing our farms. Farmland and trees is going to be the main focus for the first couple episodes of this. I know that can get kind of boring, so I'm sorry, but it is a necessary evil on Expert to get a good basis of materials. So I'll try to do as much of that mundane, repetitive stuff off camera, and then focus more on what we're going to do with those materials when we come back. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoy the series. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see everybody next time. Bye.